Don't touch that dial now. We're just getting started.
You know, there's one thing I hate more than anything, and that's being called a liar. Especially when you know what you've done, especially in a previous video or made the content, or have talked about ad nauseum on either X or within gaming message boards or here on streams or videos. Especially when it comes to this guy. This Xbox branded handheld that's a collaboration with Asus and Xbox. It's a PC. It's a PC handheld. It's a laptop in handheld form, which I've said many, many times. Because when I said I know exactly what this is when I bought it, because it already came from the Asus ROG Ally, the Z1 version, straight to this guy, and I really, really enjoy the damn thing. Is it an Xbox? Not by the traditional sense. Is it an Xbox branded product? Yes. It's branded by Xbox in collaboration with another company. And that's what I've said. I said it in my last stream that I did, looks like over the weekend, where I actually shown the damn thing off. And I want to show you a comment that was left that really left me perplexed, because in the actual video itself, I even shown this off and compared it to other things similar to that. So let's take a look here. So it says, if you bought Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox, you cannot play it on the ROG Ally X. Why not? Because it's a Windows PC. You should not lie to your audience, even if there's only a few of them. And I said, did you even watch this? I literally stated all in detail. I even shown the damn thing off and how it works and what is supported. And I did. I said that. I shown it off. I've shown exactly what it does, and I also compared it to other things like the PS Portal, the Legion Go, the MSI Claw, the Steam Deck, and whatnot and whatnot. And I always heard this one argument, and I thought it was stupid. I always thought it was stupid because I know the marketing is kind of weird on this, where it says you can access your entire library from everywhere. And it's kind of right. It's kind of accurate. And the way it does this, and I've explained it in the video, is hey, you have your Play Anywhere games, you have all your other launchers, you have Game Pass, and you also have cloud streaming and remote play. Just like the PlayStation 5 Portal, which I also own, which I've shown off on stream, how it doesn't function correctly, but that's not its fault entirely. It's mainly my internet, because my internet's kind of shit. Do not get Kinetic. Just don't get it, but I'm working to fix that problem. But in a way, yes, you can actually play your entire library, maybe not completely natively, and that's where one would say, hey, that's the problem, it's not an Xbox. And I'm just saying, okay, it's not an Xbox by traditional sense. It's not a in-house Xbox, if that's what we want to define it as, but as an Xbox branded product that is a collaboration, which is fine, because let's just face it, most consoles and hardware PCs are usually collaborations with a bunch of different parts. AMD, Nvidia, whatever, but usually they have in-house stuff. Microsoft basically gave the UI, probably maybe the design as well as the features, and that's what they did. And this is the collaboration, and I think it's testing waters. But I never seen them say once that, hey, it's completely backwards compatible. They just said you can access your entire library. Maybe that wasn't clear. Maybe it wasn't, and it is kind of shitty on the way they did their marketing, because somebody could buy this and thinking they can access all their Xbox games and they'll be in a rude awakening unless they want to use cloud or remote play, which is fair. That's completely fair. But this guy, for some odd reason, didn't really like it. And said that, you know, you couldn't play BG3, and you can play BG3. You can play the Xbox version via remote play. You can do that, or if you want to buy it from any other launcher, you can, whatever. It says you clearly didn't watch it. I even stated, I don't care what you call it. If Xbox wanted to say this is the Burger King Hammer Smash of Doom Pants 97 Beta 2.0, guess what? I'm going to call it the Burger King Beta Smash Hammer Smash X. I don't even know what I said, but I said it. I said it a lot, and I didn't mean to. But anyways, I even provided, and I've been doing this with pretty much on my videos, is after I do the videos, after they're done loading up and uploading, I usually do the AI summary that kind of shows all the timestamps where I've went over things, and I went over all of that. Wasn't dishonest with my audience of what it was. I know exactly what it was, and several streams before this, or several videos before this, I've even said what this thing was. I wasn't confused when I bought it. I'm not here to mislead you. I'm not some shill that's getting paid by Microsoft. This actually came from our own money. We paid for this thing. My wife got this for me. This has been paid for. I'm not getting this for free. Why would I cap for something if, you know, if I paid for it? This is something that I truly enjoy. And here's the thing, I'm not interested in your console wars. Like I said, I own a Portal, I own a Pro, I own a PC, I own a Switch 2, I own all the consoles. I love video games. I don't love console wars. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I think it's funny, I think it's silly. I always thought that was silly. I didn't participate in console wars since, I don't know, again, I've said many times, the Xbox 360 and PS3 era. I still love Xbox, I still love PlayStation, I love Nintendo, and I'm able to criticize any of those companies or PC or the whole game industry as a whole because I care about the industry. I don't care about having some type of team or some kind of cult or side. I don't like that. I think it's stupid. I talk to a lot of people that some people on one side, if again, I don't think there should be sides in gaming. This isn't politics. This isn't some kind of gay ass West Side Story 2.0 beta shit. No, it is none of that. This is video games. This is a hobby that I truly love and care for. I don't like to see division. Shit. I'm even at this point, and I made a post earlier today on Twitter, that I'm no longer going to take my account, my main account on X, and use it to talk about politics or even try to console war, because I don't want to. I have nothing to gain from it. I don't. The only people that has stuff to gain from console wars are channels that built their whole brands off of it, and when that's over, they don't have anything to go back to. I'm not saying my channel's big or not, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ever limit myself to what I play on. I play video games and I look at things at the merit they are. Used to, I would follow a certain way with the woke versus anti-woke stuff. I stopped caring about that shit. I just don't care anymore. I do not want more bullshit in my gaming and my hobby. I'm tired of it. Really am. I'm really tired of it. And for this person to have the audacity to call me a liar when I spent the whole damn time or the last few videos talking about this damn thing or what it was since the beginning, or I actually have specific, experience with these devices and know what they are, know what they're not competing with, I think I have more authority to say what it is because it actually came out of our pockets. And I actually have the experience as somebody that's on all platforms. And this benefits me especially because I also am huge on PC. My fucking libraries on PC has been growing substantially since, I don't know, maybe 2011? Maybe I've been on for quite a long time. I was even playing PC in, middle school. Whenever I first grabbed a hold of GTA 2, Duke Nukem 3D, Doom, Math Blaster, all that shit. I love video games. I don't care about platform specifics. I don't even care about that shit. I don't care about your exclusives. I'm just not interested. So you to call me a liar and not going through the actual videos or videos in the past or combing through my history on X, you're kind of retarded. And I'm just going to say that. You're retarded for making a retarded comment. But we're going to kind of get off that, and I want to talk about something else that's going on. So there's some shit's going on the Xbox side. Lots of it. It's like every Sunday we get all kinds of crazy news. Either, some ex-CEO or ex-employee writes a mouthpiece on it or says something like your console's dead, or, I don't know, Walmart's pulling shit, or Target's pulling shit, Costco's pulling shit, or Xbox dead again. It's been like this for several years. I've never paid attention to it, but now that I'm on X and see it every single day, I have no choice. But there is something interesting that's getting ready to happen, which I'm fine with because I don't really care. I'm on that ecosystem already. But we're talking about next gen and what's going to happen. Now, I know they've said X gen. A lot of people said Xbox is hopping out of hardware, and I've always said maybe it's going to be a third-party publisher that has services and ecosystem and may partner out with some hardware, like they are doing with this product now with Asus. They'll probably do it with Lenovo, Samsung, you name it. They'll probably do it. Xbox is going to be everywhere. It's basically going to be relegated to an app with some hardware. But what's going on next? If you want to take a look right now, the next Xbox, which was just announced, basically, that was confirmed, I guess. The next Xbox won't be cheap. Sarah Bond teases a very premium, high-end next-gen console experience. The next Xbox sounds powerful and expensive, but after months of controversy, Microsoft must win back its trust. Now, this is on Windows Central. I know some people are like, blah, blah, Windows Central bad, but I take a look at most publications these days, and most of them are just headline, attention-getting bullshit that's just trying to stick up for the company so they can get more free shit. But this is exactly what I thought was going to happen. I think the next Xbox is going to be probably $1,500. My guess, and I've kind of seen this for a while because they've been ramping up on PC for quite a long time. For me, that's been forever. I played Halo originally on Xbox. But let's go ahead and kind of read into this. So, in an interview with Mashable on YouTube, Sarah Bond, the president of Xbox, sat down and discusses Asus ROG Xbox Ally. She described it as the first time Xbox has created a handheld device, which pushes back to the narrative on X, formerly Twitter, that it's not a real Xbox product. It's a Xbox branded product. That's exactly what it is. It's a collaboration with Asus. It is a PC. Anyways, the interview focused on the new Xbox Ally, but Bond did not go on to hint at the future of Xbox hardware and where the platform is heading. More specifically, she gave the strongest indication yet on how Microsoft is positioning its next console for consumers. Xbox president teases next gen is going to be very premium, high-end, curated experience. The choice of words that stood out as premium and curated suggests that Xbox may be moving further into high-end territory as a way as affordability angle, which, yeah, it seems like they're going that route. And right now, you can already see that. This thing was $1,000. The Xbox 2 terabytes Series X is $800. PlayStation 5 Pro is $700. The Switch 2 is $500. Gaming is getting more expensive all the time. Xbox is not selling a lot of consoles. That's not a secret. That's not a controversial thing to say. I think, instead of seeing your 30 million sold thing, I don't think you're going to see that anymore. I think maybe 10, 15 million at most. I think Xbox is mainly going to target people like me. Somebody that's already in the ecosystem, has spent a lot of money, that wants a premium, powerful system to begin with. I don't really care much about, next gen half steps, but I do have a PS5 Pro, so you can call me what you will. But I think it's going to be expensive. It's going to be very expensive, and especially with the other news that came out today, which is especially wild. Let's kind of continue here. So nothing is confirmed, and still early speculation, but her comment suggests we may not see another low-cost entry into ecosystems like the Series S, which a lot of people didn't like. I wasn't going to buy the Series S, but I do think maybe the Series S maybe helped a lot of developers in trying to optimize things a little bit better, especially when compared to these things, because I kind of looked at like the Series S similar to something like the Steam Deck, and the more I thought about it, I was like, well, maybe that's their way to try to build their own, handheld PC form factor thing. Maybe that's a way to go into it, using things like AI and stuff like that, which I don't think the Xbox Series S or X uses AI features yet. That won't, I think I do believe it's in this. Pretty sure they already got this, and they are working on AI components for that. But it's going to be a PC hybrid, that's for sure. That was kind of confirmed. That would be disappointing for players who value console choice and affordability. I own 2 Series S consoles, which I don't know why. You should have just got you an S and a PlayStation 5, or just get you a PC or Switch 2. I don't see the point. Unless you're, I don't know. I never, the Series S just wasn't something that interested me. Mainly because I play on an 85-inch TV and I want something nice. Anyways, I own 2 Series S consoles myself because they are perfectly secondary devices around the house, especially at secondhand prices. Still, with the way Microsoft is structuring its gaming business around cloud, AI, high-cost partnerships, it's hard to know how much Xbox traditional hardware strategy will survive. I mean, we've kind of seen that with the price hikes, and it's pretty crazy because it's going to lead into this. And I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm thinking the Xbox Series, whatever the fuck they're going to call it, or Xbox non-binary, binary plus times infinity Stellar Blade 2 edition. I don't know. I think it's going to be close to $1,200, $1,500. If it's any indication, when they say premium, I'm thinking that's probably what it's going to be. It's going to be expensive. And it's going to target people like me, or diehards that love new tech like me. Somebody that's got a lot of stuff invested in Xbox like me. Just like PlayStation, like... Here's how I see it. Like, whenever they announce they're going to have a mid-gen refresh, it used to be, oh, we're just going to redesign and make it smaller, make the components cheaper, but now it's getting more expensive. Where we're doing half steps like the PS5 Pro, which, by the way, I really fucking enjoy my PS5 Pro. I really do. I don't think it's any secret or controversy to say that, to me, I wish that was the beginning step. Instead of creating two different SKUs midway through the generation, kind of wish they would have started with that, to be honest. But that's just me. Like I said, I don't really care for mid-step gen shit, but I usually buy the highest tier one when it comes out originally on launch. I don't really think about it until the next console cycle. But the crazy thing doesn't just get crazier than there. We've seen the last few bits, we've seen Game Pass raise its prices by 50%. I think it's $30 now for Game Pass Ultimate. We've seen console prices rise to now $600, $700, $800. This is Microsoft too. Multiple price increases. They tried to do $80 games. And they had to go back on that. But we're kind of finding out why this happened. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So Microsoft pushes Xbox division to hit higher profit margins. This is from Bloomberg. Microsoft Corp is asking Xbox gaming division to produce profit margins that are well above the industry average, ratcheting up pressure on its video game maker during difficult times. Over the past 2 years, executives at Seattle-based software giant have set across the board a goal of 30% accountability margins, a term Microsoft uses in lieu of profit margins. According to the people familiar with the business, the gaming division, which includes dozens of studios, have responded by canceling products, raising prices, and slashing thousands of jobs, said the people who asked not to be identified, discussing non-public information. I do think, I'm pretty sure, it even says right here, the average profit margin in the video game industry in the recent years has ranged 17% to 22%, according to the estimates of the S&P Global Market Intelligence, while coming in between 10 to 20% over the past 6 years at Xbox. We kind of seen this coming, right? Microsoft is in charge now. Xbox has been going downhill for quite a long time. It's not really making a lot of money. They say, Game Pass was profitable. They're putting games multi-platform, more places to buy them. They are raising the prices of services, and they're being more aggressive with in-game monetization, which sucks. But that's not just Xbox problem. That's a whole industry problem. But Xbox right now, they sucked in Activision, probably all the worst parts of Activision, into this strange chimera of a company that is now spitting all the good things that it had of it and making it worse, which is kind of sad. To me, anyways, it's really sad because like I said, I've been with Xbox for a long time. A lot of great memories. Like, I have, strong memories when it comes to Xbox in terms of what happened in my life and things I've shared with it. And it is sad for me, especially seeing it down. But I've never been a certain type of, purist, because purists don't get Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo tattoos that last forever. That's quite the commitment. But it is sucky because it makes me think, hey, we know down the road here, probably at the beginning of the year, we're going to see a lot of people lose their jobs. There's going to be more studios closing. And with this 30% margin, this isn't just Xbox on a whole, this is company-wide. Amy Hood is in charge now. she's making the shots while Satya Nadella is basically just tackling AI. Which, guess what? AI is going to be pushed throughout the whole damn company. A lot of people are building the systems that are going to be replacing them. It's already started. This is happening everywhere. The push of the AI is going to make things way worse, to me anyways. Before art and media was made by people's hands for months and years, building these big worlds by themselves, and now you're going to have a computer prompt that does it for you. It's going to take the soul out of it. And I know Halo's getting announced soon, and there's already rumors that there's going to be AI implementation into that. It sucks. It really does suck to me. And I know a lot of people, they're blaming Phil Spencer, which I don't think is completely him. I think Microsoft is the problem entirely. I don't think it's just an Xbox problem. I think Microsoft is finally wanting, they spent, almost $100 billion on studios and investing in this, and it's not making as much money they would like. For a long time, I've always said that, Microsoft you'll never see another Xbox reaching, 30, 40 million consoles. And I don't think that's their target anymore. I think their target at this point is going to be 10, 12 million, maybe. They're going to continually shrink it until, everybody's on a service. And Legendary Drops even said this, Xbox is just going to be an app. It's going to be a service where you can stream your games. Which sucks, because if you're an Xbox fan, it's really fucking terrible. A lot of people, a lot of the grifters, of course, the console war grifters like Border Rock and all of them, taking their victory laps online, kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Let's kind of read here. So in the past, game makers at Xbox weren't asked to hit specific numerical targets, said the people, and were largely told to focus on making the best games possible without worrying too much on the finances. The new target was implemented in fall 2023 by Microsoft Financial Officer Amy Hood, whose team has a larger role in the business in recent years. The change has impacted strategies under Microsoft's gaming chief Phil Spencer, as the division has looked for new ways to cut costs and boost profits. In 2024, Xbox announced that it will begin releasing a majority of its games on consoles from rival Nintendo company and Sony Group for the first time. Earlier, just for games, guys. I never thought that was true to begin with. It's PR speak for bullshit. That's just me. That's just me. As soon as they started porting games to PC and putting games on other systems, you knew they saw that money that was making. They're not going to take that away. So they might be exclusives, but they might be timed exclusives. So let's keep that going. So earlier this year, Xbox decided to cancel numerous of costly projects, including Everwild, Perfect Dark, which is fucking shameful, by the way, and Project Blackbird, all of which had been in development for many years, 7 years. Not even project expected to hit 30% profit threshold, said the people, but many Xbox developers and groups have been presented with new targets. What's going to happen at this point? There's going to be smaller titles, there's going to be shorter titles, there's going to be titles that are going to rein in on their budgets, take them down. It's going to be tighter. It's going to be less of them. It's going to be mainly core stuff. Fallout, Call of Duty, Halo, Elder Scrolls, Minecraft. What else do they got? Overwatch, Diablo. It's going to be the main pillar games that you're used to seeing. Gears of War. But they're going to be multi-platform. And Xbox, as a hardware company, it's going to be kind of an afterthought, mainly targeting just the people that bleed green no matter what. To me, that sucks. Sucks, because it's been kind of nice to see Xbox get back, but the new expectations on the targets, it's really going to be hard to do that. So we're going to see what happens with like studios like Machine Games or id Tech, Doom, Wolfenstein, Indiana Jones, Quake. That sucks. That really fucking sucks. I hope that doesn't happen, because I love those. In my opinion, they should probably just sell them out and let some of them go independent. It just sucks because, all this consolidation, At first, it seemed like it was a good idea because we looked at Activision and were like, oh shit, that Activision sucks. That's how I was. I didn't really care if Xbox was buying them. I just didn't like Bobby Kotick. I didn't like how Call of Duty has gone, but nothing's really changed. In fact, it's probably got worse. Microsoft is in charge now, and they're not going to let Phil, Sarah, or anybody get away with it. It's all going to be held accountable. There's not going to be 7 or 8 year dev cycles. Costing $300-400 million for games that's probably not even going to hit $100 million in sales. It's probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's going to be just the main pillar titles. And as an Xbox fan, you should be sad about that. And if you're trying to deny it, I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. I really don't. I don't know what to tell you. You should have been looking elsewhere. You should have been building your PC library. You should have been taking a look at you Play Anywhere shit, because I think it's going. Does this mean Xbox is dead? No, it doesn't mean Xbox is dead. Not the brand anyways. But the soul that was Xbox is now gone. It's now been eaten up by AI and corporate greed, while Satya Nadella is getting $93 or $97 million or billion. I don't know. He's getting like a ton of money. Like, he just got reported his paycheck, while all these people losing their jobs to the things that they're building. Man, it really sucks. It really sucks. But that's how I see it. I don't think Xbox is dead. I just think Xbox is just going to basically become the third-party evil publisher that it never was meant to be. It sucks. And if you're a fanboy, that sucks for you. It really does. So, alright. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you soon.